Hello Gemini, welcome to your general reading with me, Cindy, and that's exactly what I'm doing. It's an 11 card spread. We're going to look at the overall energy of the reading. We're going to look at your mental emotional state, your strength, your weaknesses, potential outcomes, recent past, immediate futures, all sorts of stuff we're going to look at in here. There is an extended at the end of this if you are drawn to that. The link is at the top of the description. So the last two cards in this reading are the potential outcome and an advice card. So what I do in the extended is I get another tarot deck and I continue to pull further out into your potential outcome and further out into the advice section. So it's a little more in depth if that is something that you are drawn to. So we're going to get started. I'm simplifying this and it feels better. This is actually the third time I'm trying to record this video for you. It was, I don't know, it wasn't happening. Like cards were falling all over the floor. And I don't know. Anyways, I had multiple decks involved here and it wasn't working, and I've simplified it. I've got one deck and one small deck to clarify, and it feels right. So it's kind of telling me that perhaps things are about simplification right now for you. Simplifying things as much as you can. It almost feels like stumbling through the dark. It's the best way I would describe the energy that I was in prior to removing the other decks. Stumbling through the dark, and there was too much around in the dark, so all sorts of stuff was getting bumped into and knocked around. That's, yeah, like I feel like I'm in a flow with you right now, and I couldn't get that. It was just a disaster. I couldn't talk. My mouth and my mind were not coming together. Everything is coming together now. I think that's a really powerful message for you, because the only thing I've changed is I've reduced the decks. I've made it very simple. It's still the same spread. I sat back and I said, something is so wrong about what I'm trying to do. Is it the wrong spread? It didn't feel wrong. And I just felt like I needed to remove the other decks. So I've done that and it feels better. So there might be things that you just need to remove. Maybe you can't explain why it feels like you're stumbling in the dark, or there's little hurdles all the time. I don't know. Something that needs to be removed. So let's see what we've got here. I'll show you these cards in a second. I gotta tell you the story, so I need to see them first. Knight of Cups at the bottom, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, and then it's reversed. I'll get into that later. I will show you each card and what, or the position it sits in, what it signifies, and then I will talk to you about the story that I see here, like kind of bringing it all together, and then I will clarify. So the overall energy of your reading is the Two of Swords, very Gemini. Feels very Gemini energy. Nothing is blocked off here though in this card. She's not blocking everything off. There's no blindfolds. She sees very clearly. I think she's made a decision. So, I mean, the Two of Swords is typically about being sort of indecisive about something. I think what you're indecisive about is when to go, or when to do, when to execute whatever it is that you're thinking about doing. Whatever's on your mind. This is a sword, so it's about your thoughts, your strategy. I really feel like for me with this card, she's sitting here and this is my favorite. Out of all the decks, she was my first favorite. This was my first favorite card. This is the first deck I ever got as well. And I fell in love with this card because I just love the way she stands there. And she knows. She's very clear. It's almost as if she's waiting for the wind to change direction. Her swords are behind her. Her chest is out. She's ready to go. Right? She's ready to go. If something comes in front of her, she's also ready to defend, but she's not going forward in that. She's going forward with some sort of faith here. Just knowing. There, that's the overall energy read. Actually, it's funny I would say that, because once we get to your potential outcome and your advice, very similar to what I just said. Your mental emotional state is the High Priestess. Damn, don't mess with you right now. It's just, damn, don't mess with you right now. But stumbling in the dark, your mental emotional state, the dark, the unknown. You're stumbling in the dark. You're pushing through the unknown, and you may be doing it in a very, I'm just hearing galactic, a very galactic way. It's a very intuitive approach. Simplify. I can't stress that enough for you, Gemini. I'm feeling that so strongly. Simplify, simplify. Because whatever you're dealing with, your mental, emotional state is almost not even here. It's almost not even in the 3 dimension. So that's why too many things around you in the 3 dimension are gonna mess you up right now. You're gonna trip over them. You might even seem like you're present, but you're almost on another level. You're tapping into something here. What you need to do to move forward, the action to take, the 3 of Wands. Multiple things coming in to manage. I'm hearing that, like in terms of the action to take. So the 3 of Wands is, you know, standing on the shore waiting for your ship to come in. That's the most simplified way to kind of describe that. But I mean, these birds are coming in and one's got something in its talons, the next one doesn't. She's releasing this one, so I want to assume she's already taken what it had. There's multiple, it's not just the ship coming in, it's a whole bunch of small ships coming in. It's a whole bunch of small opportunities coming in for you. Wow, actually that's funny because I resonate with this very strongly. So I'm moving into a new place. I get the keys tomorrow. I've been worrying about a few things. Will I get the keys in time or the new TV from Costco? Because this house already had a TV, so I didn't have to buy one, but I have to buy one now. And the TV wasn't supposed to come till Thursday, but it's coming tomorrow. And I thought, oh geez, what if I don't have the keys in time? And then I thought I wanted them to change the filter in the furnace to know that it was clean, but I thought, well, how am I going to know if they change it? So the real estate agent for the other house, not mine, she received all this information, a picture of the keys on the counter. They're going to send me the code to the lockbox in the morning, a picture of the clean filter that went in. So it's like, I know, okay, there's a clean filter in the furnace. I know that I'm going to get the keys right away, so when the TV comes, it'll be okay. That's this kind of energy. Like a bang, bang, boom, this, that, and the other. Get ready for it. Okay, that's what you need to do. Just deal with it as it comes in. Keep it simple. Deal with it as it comes in. Deal with it and go on to the next thing. Whatever that is for you. If it's looking into a big book of secrets, I don't know what it is. Okay. Recent past, most significant. The Ace of Swords. You understand something more clearly than you did before. It's lighting your fire. You're ready to go. I'm feeling this for you now. This is just like, it's just picking up. It is picking up. Whatever's going on for you, Gemini, it's like you start off fumbling out of the gates, tripping over your feet. I was tripping over my words too, and I'm talking like this, like bing bang boom, it's all coming together, let's go, let's go, let's go. I couldn't formulate the simplest thing. I couldn't bring the simplest word into my mind to articulate it in the reading. And now, as I've simplified your reading, it's coming out. And I feel this energy for you is really powerful. But you have to keep it simple because you're almost riding a wave that is very different from a typical wave. This is almost like a very air-based wave. So it's your energy, it's your comfort zone. So you have to sort of be a little bit protective on anything around you that takes you out of that comfort zone. It's riding a big wave. I feel like you're riding a big wave. Gosh, and that's coming in over here too. Okay, immediate future, most significant is the World. This was the underline of the last one that I tried to do for you. Isn't that crazy? So closing off major cycles here. Closing off a major cycle, and of course a new cycle is going to end. I'm closing off the cycle of living here, and a new cycle is opening up in the other house. Already, clean filter, keys are waiting, TV is coming. Oh, and then a friend has this sofa that looks, to me, it looks like in brand new condition. And I thought, you know, the new living room looks like it could fit 2 sofas, but I only have 1 sofa. I don't want to buy a new sofa because I'm probably going to buy a house one day, and I don't have it. She's going to give it to me. I just have to help him load it in the truck and take it to the house. So it's like the new cycle. Oh, this is what it is. It's almost as if what you're closing off is closing off almost in a synchronistic way with what is starting. They're overlapping. This is why you have to keep things simple. The end and the beginning are overlapping. Wow. Your strength is the Hermit. What did I tell you? Keep to your own right now. You really, really go within. Go within. This is, look at your mental, emotional state and your strength. Holy jeez, man. What are you up to? What is Gemini up to? Deep reflection here. But I feel like it's not even just reflective. tapping into something. I'm gonna need to, there might be an edit in this video. I feel almost like I need to, once I get all these cards explained to you, I need to sit here because there's synchronicities in the artwork. There's something here to be found. Energy that surrounds and supports you right now, the Eight of Pentacles, getting the work in. If there's things that you want to work on, things you want to do, want to get done, you're in the energy of doing that. The energy is there to support you to get it done. Yeah, I do claim some of this because I'm a Gemini rising. But it feels like that, right? Like having all these things that you're kind of worried about, thinking about, you know what direction you need to go in here. When is the right time to do that? What's my approach going to be? And then all of a sudden, you check your phone and all these things have fallen into place. Your questions have been answered. Things have been dealt with outside of your control, which is good because you're sort of in something else here. So work is supporting you. Wherever you want to put the work in, the universe is supporting you there right now. Energy out there that you are not aware of, surprising the universe. So a big change in like your next cycle. You're gonna feel really good. It's a weird thing to say, but I heard you're gonna feel moisturized, which is funny because my skin's been a little bit dry. So you're gonna feel like moisturized, rejuvenated, refreshed. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to be in a very cyclical, you're going to be really in tune with cyclical energies around you. Your weakness, what you need to do to work on, or what you need to work on, is a Ten of Swords. I really feel that right now because it feels like your new beginning and your ending are starting to overlap. So there's something here that needs to end. I never noticed that before. The back of his cape is a sun. So there's something here that needs to end that on some level for you in the past represented like a wish fulfillment, represented what you understood your dreams to be. It is the Ten of Swords is a dying of the ego on some level, and that would really describe that because it's what you understood, how you understood yourself, how you saw yourself in a picture, in your own reality, and then so that is coming to an end. You need to end that. There's a new beginning trying to happen here, but they're overlapping. It's almost like you're riding two realities. Shit, maybe you are. I don't know what you're doing. Because this is your mental, emotional state. Potential outcome. I don't know. The Moon. The advice card. Let Spirit handle the rest. It's Six of Swords. Ooh, Lordy. Now I see why your mental, emotional state is the High Priestess. And your strength is the Hermit. The potential outcome is the Moon. It'll be interesting to see what we clarify with that. Sorry, my neck is stiff. I haven't been doing my workouts because I've been too busy doing other shit. And I always stretch. It's not the same stretch without a workout. This has the same moons. It has a waning, full, and waxing moon, as does this, okay? So I'm also getting the, what the heck is that called? I've lost it now. The maiden, chrome, I can't remember. It's almost like I've lost the momentum. As soon as I came in here to your potential outcome and your advice card, all the momentum from the reading just faded away. Okay, why? Let's see where this is going. So you get with the advice card, it's just kind of like let the universe take you down the river. Kind of release, see where you're going, see where it takes you. You know what? Don't stop and think. That's what it is. I kind of stopped to think. I'm not going to, yeah. Don't stop and think. Just let it go. The High Priestess. This is all about intuition and just allowing yourself to be in the flow. soon as I started to stop and think in this reading, I lost everything. Let's start clarifying. We're going to clarify quickly. This is Gemini. Bang, bang, boom. Holy cow. Okay. Whew. I'm only a Gemini rising, so I don't know how long I can keep this up for you guys. Overall energy of the reading is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Whoa, you've been through something and you're really ready to release here. You're ready to release and see how it changes your perspective. That's interesting. You're ready to release whatever you've been fighting and struggling with. And then you're ready to see how it changes your perspective. That makes so much sense because it's almost like your beginning and your end are starting to overlap each other. So you can't see things clearly. You have energy from the past. It's still kind of milking in on this future. All right. The High Priestess, your mental emotional state, Gemini. The High Priestess. Gemini's mental emotional state is the High Priestess. You are. I just said you are. Well, the Hermit. The Hermit is strength, and you got the Hermit and the Emperor. Your mental emotional state. The Hermit and the Emperor. The strong silent type. Hearing. The strong silent type. This is your, wow. You are like a powerhouse of, you are a powerhouse right now. You are almost listening to nothing but yourself. You're listening to nothing but yourself. Nothing outside of you will influence you right now. And you exhibit this in the external. So internally, you are in touch. The only thing really that's influencing you and affecting you is a connection that you have directly with the universe. Nothing else is influencing you. And that's internally. And externally, you're owning that like a boss. You're sitting really firm on your beliefs here. What you need, I'm a Gemini right now. What you need to do to move forward. The Three of Wands, right? There was things coming through, things coming in. Yeah, look at, there's two aces here. I said, like, things are coming through, things are coming in. People are offering new sofas. New TVs are getting delivered. The keys for the place are ready. The Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like when opportunities are presented, when gifts are offered, it's an opportunity. Jump on it. Take it. Don't hesitate. The Six of Swords. If it seems like plans have changed a little bit, see where it's going. I feel like for you, these changes are going to be beneficial. I really feel like that. Like if you planned on doing something 2 weeks from now, and you made those plans a while ago, and as you're moving forward thinking, geez, it would almost be better if I could do that right now. And then you get a phone call, you want to do this tomorrow? Oh, okay. Like I feel like just see where things are going. There is really, 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 really positive energy for you here. And keep doing what you're doing. Like if you are internalized, there's nothing influencing you except your connection between like the universe, spirit, is bringing you in alignment here. And it doesn't feel like these are big things, like these two aces. They might turn into that down the road. But just because, like, looking at this card, she's got one bird she's releasing. Either that brought something in or it didn't, but she's not dwelling on it. It's okay, oh, go. Next one's coming in. That one's got something. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, go. Next one's coming in. Like, this just could be a whole bunch of little things coming in for you. Your recent past, most significant, is the Ace of Swords. This is a fiery truth. Ooh, this is like cauterizing something. Like think about that, right? Like if this sword has like just been put through the fire, you can cauterize with it. Ooh, it's just bringing me to Aquarius's reading where there was something in them. I kept thinking of like a scab that almost needed to be kind of scratched because it was like pus underneath that had to come out. It was really rude. I think someone in the comments said, oh shit, Cynthia was eating one. Yeah, like something needs to come out. This is the cauterization. You might have even cauterized something in the past here. It's produced truth. It's giving you the ability to see the truth. I don't know. Recent past, the Ace of Swords. The recent past, the Ace of Swords. I was going to do Cancer after this. I don't think I have the energy today. Well, after this reading is high energy. The Tower and the Strength card. This cauterization is the realization that you are in complete control of how you react to things outside of you. You are in complete control of this. Whether these things seem difficult or disruptive or not, that's just a perspective. You have a lot of major arcana coming out as clarifiers. The Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Emperor, the Tower, the Strength card already. These are majorly significant. This is a majorly significant change for you. And like elements of that will appear on the surface of you, but I think like really deep inside, this is where these really significant changes are occurring. Your recent past is also like a knowing about what you really need to do here. To be strong enough to do it, and perhaps this is part of what your strength is. Play your cards tight to your chest. So your immediate future is the world. Immediate future is the world. You are closing something off, and it looks pretty good. What you're closing off is the Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I can see why something needs to change here, because I'm feeling almost like I have like this headache that's developing from this reading. There's so much energy coming through in it. I did this once before. There was so much energy coming through in a reading. It gave me a headache. I don't remember if it was for you guys. I can see you guys being a sign that would do that. Like disappointments. Kind of feeling stuck. Not feeling in your power. And then over here, here's all your power. But you have to close this off. You have to close this off. There could be like an element of your life where you feel all this power. You feel liberated or like that sort of energy. But then there's another element of your life where you're not able to take that on, and you haven't been able to take on that same leadership within yourself or your circumstance or situation. But I believe this is sort of what you're being asked to let go of. But you will be guided to do that. I really feel that, with the potential outcome being the Moon and your advice being the Six of Swords. And you will, there could be some fears or apprehensions about the advice, like going with the flow here. There's gonna be something. Maybe you'll feel a lack of control, perhaps, because you are taking on your mental emotional state is 3 powerhouse cards. Very strong, very strong, strong, strong. But remember, you're in the 3 dimension. Who was I just talking to that about? Was that Taurus? I can't remember if it was in the YouTube or the extended. And I was talking, I think it was in the extended, talking about time, because I couldn't tell them like what time frame was going to exist here. Because I feel that time in a 3 dimension, well, really, you can't change it. You can't grab it. You know, I feel like the camera acts as a bit of a portal between space and time on that sense. It's the closest we've been able to come to it. But I feel like almost like in the 5 dimension or other dimensions beyond this one, that time is actually almost a physical construct. And the best example of that, what I'm trying to describe, is in the movie Interstellar. Like time becomes a physical construct that you can move in and out of. You can be in the past and the present and move through that. Okay, I'm thinking, why am I going on that? So, because these cards are really, really powerful. This is like, you do have a very direct connection to the universe, to spirit. And you do know a lot of shit. There's a few things you don't, you had a reading, you don't know what you don't know. Go. I can't believe how these come back all of a sudden, because I really forget about them when I'm not doing the readings. You don't know what you don't know. Because you work with spirit, you work in tandem with spirit in the universe here. But they're almost coming through in this reading to tell you that because you're in the 3 dimension, there are still some things that you can't grasp. You can't manipulate time the way time can be manipulated on the 4th or 5th dimension. And because maybe there's other things. So, yeah, because your mental emotional state is really powerful, but yet you're going to be asked to kind of release here and see where the river takes you, where the river of life is taking you. And it might feel like you're clinging onto the shore because no, I know. Your strength is the Hermit. Don't disconnect though. Don't lose that connection. Don't lose your faith in this connection because there's some sort of information you're being denied of. Where was this one? This one was here. The Hermit. Oh, the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Lovers. It took me a while to figure that out. Why? It seems so obvious once you look at it. Your strength. Your strength is some sort of partnership here. Your strength is working through this Hermit energy. The 9 of Pentacles is a singular card. A death and ending, and then the Lovers. Well, there's your energy. There you are, Gemini. But it feels like some sort of divine connection. It could be a more divine connection than what you have now between yourself and the universe. I don't really see, like, I'm not getting a strong counterpart energy. The only thing is there is this Knight of Cups at the bottom, but it's not really screaming to me here. Maybe you feel kind of alone. You're not sensing spirit as much as you should or would or could. But there's going to be some change here. Okay. Energy that surrounds or supports you right now. The 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Wow. I'm getting really hot all of a sudden too. Like it almost feels like the temperature in the house has gone up. It's kind of weird. So the energy that surrounds and supports you is the 8 of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Swords, there you are, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Put the work in. You're supported here. Wherever you put the work in right now, you are supported. You are going to have success. This success is going to take you to soulmate connections. It's going to take you to the days, I'm hearing. It's going to take you to the days that you will reminisce about beyond that in the future. Like really nice days. Energy out there you are unaware of. The surprise from the universe. It's interesting that this comes up as a surprise. And you do have the Knight of Cups on the bottom. It almost feels like the beginning of a cycle. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the beginning of a cycle because here we have like the total female reproductive system depicted in the card. Energy that you are unaware of, surprise from the universe. This Ace of Cups, the energy. The Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 4 Wands. Movement. Movement. But it's not fast. It's kind of like planned movement. Steps well taken, I'm hearing. Steps well taken to move forward into celebration, into union. It's a new cycle about emotional fulfillment and celebratory unions. Where does the deck go? But I really feel like the gist of this reading for you is that you have the past and the future starting to kind of melt together, and you need to end whatever needs to end. Your weakness, what you need to work on, was this Ten of Swords, right? This ending. The Ten of Swords. The King of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Whatever you need to end here, you need to do it like a clean cut. I'm hearing like a clean cut with the Ten of Swords. Cut it clean. A clean cut. A clean cut. Don't drag whatever this ending is out. Because as soon as you cut this out clean, then you move right into a cycle of healing, a cycle of rest, a cycle to rejuvenate yourself. The momentum and the energy supports you right now for whatever work you need to put into something. And then you go into the Two of Pentacles. There may be different things that you need to balance here moving forward, but I feel like, oh yeah, that's easier. Like just these two things that they're balancing. It's all just as opposed to this energy coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. What's coming in, what's coming out. What's like, this is a lot more. So a clean cut here to an ending will enable a period of like rest and healing. So I'm curious to see if we'll get anything on the moon. Like pulling the moon and the Six of Swords to me, I feel like already they're going to give me the moon card. Clarifier. Let's see what we got. The moon for the potential outcome. The moon for the potential outcome. Something flipped. Ooh. The moon for the potential outcome. Gosh, they're not giving me something. It's not gonna, I feel like this isn't easy. Wherever you're going towards, the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like revisiting an energy. That's why. That's why it feels like you don't want to give into it. You don't want to go there because you're coming out as the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Emperor. It's not just a stubborn energy, but it's it's an energy that knows a lot. You know a lot about yourself. You know a lot about leadership around you. You recognize, you intuitively can guide yourself through mazes or challenges. This is trying to reassess too with the Seven of Pentacles. A broken heart, perhaps something that broke your heart in the past. The advice card, the Six of Swords. I don't know. The Justice card and the King of Wands. That's interesting. I feel like that's the first court card. No, it's not. We have the King and Queen of Swords. That's right. The universe is taking you, yeah, just let go of the steering wheel. Or not in your car. Don't do it. You know, it's all just like metaphorically. Do it for real. Let go of the rudder on the boat. The universe is taking you to some justice here. And the justice on the other side is the King of Wands. I don't know what that is for you. I'm not sure if that's an energy that you're going into, or I don't know if it's a person that's going to, let's see. The Two of Wands. I don't know, maybe it's something you're wondering and dreaming about with the Two of Wands, thinking about, anticipating, fantasizing about. Wherever the universe, the advice here is to really let go of the reins. Okay, you are, because The energy, the surprise from the universe is Chariot. So you're on the move. You're going to be on the move, but let go of the reins. And there might be some choppy water ahead. But that's why the universe kind of wants to take hold of the reins. To guide you here into success with the Four of Wands. But the potential outcome is you're going to have to, going down that river, you are going to have to kind of reassess, reevaluate, or revisit something that broke your heart in the past. And then make a plan moving forward from that. Let's see why you have the Knight of Cups on the bottom. Why is the Knight of Cups here on the bottom for Gemini? The Knight of Cups on the bottom for Gemini. Well, I'm so glad I asked for you. You have the Death card into the Two of Cups. So your major ending, like your major ending, we're talking about that. Your immediate future is a major ending. A major ending in disappointment and feeling stuck, a little stubborn, don't want to move, kind of protecting this guy. I feel like he's balancing and protecting. Balancing and protecting. So ending that to go into the Two of Cups. Yeah, this is why you kind of need to a clean cut for some element of a cycle here around you. And the Magician, there is your energy again at the bottom. Oh my gosh. Oh, boy, Gemini, I feel like hot. I feel hot and exhausted. And the energy that was just flowing through that reading. You have to do your extended. And you're going to take an Advil or something. Holy cow. Woo! You might have to watch that twice to get it all in there. Thank you, Gemini. Until next time, my dears, stay be gentle with yourselves. Bye.